Hello and welcome to Rose Red Homestead, and as you can see, we are not in our kitchen at home. This is the cabin. We are up at the cabin and we're going to do this best beans and rice video from the cabin because it is a perfect meal that we would use at the cabin, and I already have a lot of the ingredients in our pantry. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now let me tell you a little bit about this kitchen. We are still fighting the mouse wars, and so you're likely to see some mouse traps set up on the counters, but know that those are brand new mouse traps, and so far they haven't trapped any mice. So once they trap mice, they will not be going up on the counter again unless I Clorox them, but these are brand new traps. And we were successful this morning with one, so that's good, but we've all Cloroxed that. Also, it's very rustic. Things are not the same as they are in my own kitchen. So let's move to the pantry and I'll show you what we've got in the pantry, and we have some decisions to make. So here is the pantry. This, when we came up to clean, was completely mouse-free. There was not, of course it didn't have any of the food in it. This is all our food that we've brought up. And so there were no mouse droppings in here, so this is a pretty safe place to store our food. Now, it's very abbreviated in terms of compared to what I have at home. But right here is where I keep the beans. I have Great Northern, I have kidney, I have black, and I have pinto, and it is pinto that I want. So we're going to close this. And we're going to head over to the sink. All right, obviously this is not as easy to video in. This kitchen is not as easier to video in as our one at home. So we're just kind of making do. So I have our beans right here and a colander. So this recipe is very variable. In other words, you could vary the beans, but here is a caution. You will not want to use kidney beans with this recipe because we are going to slow cook it on low for several hours. And some slow cookers do not get hot enough on low to handle kidney beans. All beans have lectins, but kidney beans have several hundred times as much lectin in them as other beans do, and so we have to take special precautions. We have done a video on that, so I'm going to link that video. I think it is called Are Kidney Beans Toxic? And yes, they can be, but watch that video if you don't know about what we need to do with kidney beans. So this is a recipe that I would not use kidney beans with. So I always soak beans. I know that many people start with just dry beans, and yes, you can do it in your Instant Pot. Yes, you can do it in a pressure cooker, but I don't ever do that because I want to get rid of as many of the lectins as I can. The lectins will pull out of the beans during soaking, and even more so when they're cooking. So we start with a pound of pinto beans or whatever, and at home I measured, and a pound of pinto beans is just right at 2 cups. So I've just put 2 cups in, and here they are. I'm going to sort through, pull out the broken beans. And pretty much in today's world, beans are pretty clean, but I always check anyway. There are some that look a little shriveled. And I won't get them all, but I'll get a lot of them. I thought that was a rock, and it's just a... Okay, and now I'm going to rinse. This is our well water, and it is not, has not been tested in recent years for potability. It probably is just fine, but we don't take any chances with it. So even though I do dishes and I rinse things like this, once I'm done with rinsing to get most of the dirt off, then what I'm going to do is I keep bottles of bottled water right by the sink so that I can just do things like this. I cook with bottled water. We drink bottled water up here. Just a final rinse. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do, since I'm not soaking these overnight, we're going to do a fast soak. And if you've watched our channel for any length of time, you know what that is. These are going in a pot. And to the pot, try to get it here where you can see it. Well, how's that? Can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm going to add bottled water to more than cover them because they're going to be rehydrating and those lectins are going to be coming out of those beans. We start with 2 cups. We're going to end up with 6 cups of cooked beans from this. So I'm going to even do it a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to move over to the stove. So now we're over here at this stove, and Jim's going to back up a little bit so you can get the full view of this stove. This is a Viking stove. Never thought I would ever cook on a Viking stove, and we have cleaned this thoroughly, except we're not confident about the ovens, so I'm not baking anything yet. We found several mouse nests in the stove, and we are not sure that there may not be some down in those ovens, but the top part is just fine. It's been thoroughly cleaned. Now, what we are going to do here is start these beans, and I've got them on high, and we're going to boil the beans for about, a few minutes. Not more than 10, just a few minutes, maybe 5, between 5 and 10 minutes. Then we're going to turn the heat off, leave them covered, and let them sit for an hour. And that is the fast way to soak beans instead of doing it overnight. So we will be back in about an hour when the beans are then ready, and we can start mixing up our recipe in the crock pot. So we will see you then. Well, here we are. It has been an hour and 10 minutes. 10 minutes to boil and then an hour to soak, and here are our beans. Now I have drained the beans and rinsed them. Want to get rid of those lectins, so I'm just going to dump them in. Because this is a beans and rice meal, we really don't need any meat. Beans and rice together make a complete protein, so that is just delightful. But also, I happen to have in my freezer a piece of the butt end of our Easter ham. And here it is. It's all connected. I don't think there may be part of a bone in there, I don't know, but I am going to go ahead and put this in here as well. And then I'm going to be putting the recipe below so that you can have it. This is chicken broth. It was a quart, but it siphoned, and I have only about 3 cups, so I may need to add some extra water, we'll see. And here is 1 can of petite diced tomatoes. It's about a 14-ounce can. And you can use either Ro-Tel or you can use a small can of chopped green chilies, or you can leave it out if you want. Either way. Oh, some pieces of the ham. And then I'm going to put in a chopped medium onion and a couple of teaspoons of diced garlic. Now, I'm not going to add salt and pepper at this point. I'm going to let them cook, and then we will add salt and pepper a little bit later. I need to get a stirring spoon. And so I need to be sure that everything is submerged. That 3 cups was just about right. The beans will hydrate just a little bit more. Ideally, a lot of this liquid will evaporate or be absorbed by the beans as it cooks. Now, I know that lots of crock pot recipes say cook on low for this many hours or high for this many hours. I just leave it up to you. I go back and forth between high and low. I check it every once in a while to be sure it's coming along. I'm starting on high, and I expect I will go on high for a couple of hours. Then I may turn it to low for 2 or 3 more hours. It has to cook until the beans are all the way done. So you can sort of just adjust it yourself. You can leave it on low and walk away for 5 or 6 hours. Or if you happen to be home the way we are home here in the cabin, I'll be checking it during the day. But this is it. So on goes the lid. This is my traveling crock pot, so it can be locked down, but never, never while it is cooking, only when I'm transporting it in the car. So the locks are not going to be engaged. So here we are, and it is cooking on high, and we're going to leave it until it's done. So we will be back when we are ready to dish it up for dinner. It is time for supper, and the beans turned out fantastic. Take a look. I've taken the ham out and cut it, shredded it, so it's all the way through everything. And these are just the perfect consistency and very soft. The recipe calls for a teaspoon of cumin, which I did add, plus I've already added salt. So we're ready now to dish up our plates, and here are the plates. The rice is cooked. And so we try to put about an equal amount of rice to the amount of beans, with kind of like a gravy over the top. And there's Jim's. And here is mine. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little taste test. So getting some rice and getting some of that good juice. So here we go. Oh, the beans are totally cooked all the way through. It took 7 hours. On high, actually. But maybe your crock pot is different than mine. Oh, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Perfect for a supper up here with a little bit of fruit, as you saw. And great budget meal. Pennies. So this is a great recipe. And it's one that I put together. So I hope that you enjoy it. And thank you so much for being with us up here at the cabin. Maybe we'll bring you up here again when we do another meal up here. So we will see you very soon for more videos.